Okay, let's see. Come on. And we are live. Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sypniewski. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. How are you guys doing today? A live stream, and one of the main reasons that I'm doing this live stream is because I'm going to be going live with one of my friends, Gail from Random Life Productions. She's doing a live stream about what it's like to be an older YouTuber, and that's happening this coming Sunday, May the 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And she's going to have a few different guests on there that I think a lot of people will want to see. I don't want to announce who's going to be on the live stream because it's her live stream and I don't want to, steal her thunder or anything, but she's got somebody really, really good to be on the live stream with us. So I'm very excited about that. So besides the testing the equipment and everything, and you guys, I want to show you something. It is so cool. I'm running through OBS right now. That's what I'm using to go live. And so look what's happened. Boom. Yep. I got a 2-camera setup. How incredible is that? And the reason that I wanted to do that was I wanted to do some live streams of editing some of my videos on Lumafusion live because it's a pain to edit videos. My last video, not my very last one, although that took me a while too. You may have noticed if you watched the tutorial on the Mayonocaster, I kind of quit editing that video halfway through because I had already invested 6 hours editing it. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't add any more titles. I can't do any more jump cuts. I just have to put this video out. It's insane how much time you can spend editing a video. You get completely lost in it. And making these videos, it's a huge investment of my time, a crazy amount of time. You would be shocked. And I'm still in OBS, so now I've got to learn how to have where I can see both OBS and YouTube as well. And let's see. Oh, we have some people. Hi. Okay, so one of my mods is Tim Windsor, and he should be popping up soon. But I want to say thanks for showing. This is from Notary. Tammy, I want to say thanks for showing so many tech tips and such because it's helped me a lot. And Tim just popped in. Tim Windsor is my moderator for the night. He's super awesome. He's so nice to me. He texts me when, just to check up on me because as you guys know, I've had a lot of loss this past year. So he's been absolutely wonderful. And he's going to be my moderator for the night. Tim, thank you so very much Thank you, Tim. He's so great. But thank you to Notary as well, and thank you to Andre Grizzle. I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard for me to kind of read everything. But, yeah, so there's more people popping in. Yo, Tammy, spending time to edit is like asking how long is a piece of string. Very true. Bob White. Oh, okay, yes. You were one of the recipients of one of the giveaways. I don't remember which giveaway. What was it that you got, Bob? Was it a microphone? Well, I think practically all I gave away was microphones and stuff. All right, so here's my friend from India. He does a lot of motorcycle videos. He has a GoPro and he sticks it on his motorcycle and he cruises all around India, and it's such a beautiful country. It really is. Drone, Axe Visuals. Hey guys. Okay. So one of I guess Tim is going to really, he's asking people to give thumbs up. Tim, you're the best. Really. Thank you so very much. A big thumbs up to Tim Windsor because he's a lifesaver. Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much. So what I wanted to do, and like I said, I need to figure out a way to maybe divvy up the screen so that I can see both YouTube, the comments, and OBS just to make sure because I want to do some. Okay. Well, I guess all I have to do is minimize, right? Can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm always worried I'm going to lose audio. Is the volume okay? Just let me know. Well, you know what? I don't have to worry about it because Tim would have said put your volume up if I wasn't. But what I wanted to do was this. I've got an overhead camera now. Check me out. Now I know everyone is getting a new iPad. That's all I hear. Oh, I'm getting a new iPad. That new iPad that's coming out is sick and awesome. I want to get one. But listen, just because you get a new iPad and you download Lumafusion, that doesn't mean that the Lumafusion that's on your old device is going to be on this new iPad. It's not saved like that. It's saved, I guess, between your devices. Every single Lumafusion is going to be different. So if you want to have everything that you have on Lumafusion onto your new iPad, you have to save that stuff. It's not just magically going to appear. So if you've purchased LUTs from Rob HK Vlogs, or if you've purchased his title packs or whatever you may have purchased from other people and have gotten them into Lumafusion, you've got to save that stuff. And the best way to do that is to save it onto your cloud. Very easy. So I'm just going to do a couple things. So when you go to your iPad, go to your files on your dock. Now, as you can see, let me just go. Oh, I wasn't in overhead cam. Let me start again. Okay, hold on a second. When you're in your iPad, what you want to do is go to the files. You go to On My iPad, and then you go to your Lumafusion folder. So everything that you have cooking in Lumafusion is going to be in this folder. All of your presets, everything. By the way, project backups. Now, I know a lot of you possibly have a lot of different projects, and maybe you're the person that keeps like 3 different backups of each one of your projects, which I think is overkill. If you go to see how many gigs you have in Lumafusion, it's probably like 50 something gigs. You don't need 3 backups of anything. I don't even think I do any backups. I just do 1 and that's it. Anyway, that project backups. So before I knew exactly what that was, I'm like, I don't need backups. Nah, I don't need them. I erased project backups. Guess what, guys? That project backups, that's your project manager. So when I did that, I didn't just erase any backups that I had. I erased every single thing that I'd ever done in Lumafusion and had it saved in the project. So that was a very sad story. But if you want to transfer everything over, all you have to do really is save all of these different things to your cloud. And then when you get your new iPad, you can reinstall them just by pulling it out from the cloud. Okay, let me go back to this. And by the way, the cam link that you're seeing me on right now, it's the Camlink 4K. I think I spent like $150 on it. This one, the one that's with the overhead camera, this was one of those guys that cost like $25. And really, I don't think you could tell that much of a difference. And when I bought the Camlink, it was before Corona happened and everything. And everything was normal prices. After the coronavirus hit, oh my gosh, it was going for $300. That's absolutely insane to pay $300 for something. I think it is back down to like $125 now, but there was just a lot of, serious price gouging going on. So what I'm thinking is, do you guys want to see me demonstrate what you need to do to get those files off of Lumafusion into your cloud and then bringing them over to Lumafusion? I'm not exactly sure. Oh, the bee lady is here. Hello, bee lady. You're so nice and kind. Thanks for popping by. And Tim, thanks again for, moderating the chat. I really appreciate it. But let me go back to the overhead camera here because there's a couple of things that I want to show you. Okay, so let's take, for instance, presets. Well, no, let's go into Lumafusion. You know why? This is what I want to do. Because a lot of people ask me, you see how I have this blue dot when I touch anything, there's a blue dot. Everyone asks me, how did you get that? So easy. So you touch the toggle down at the bottom, and then you go to preferences, and then you go to show touches, and then you would slide that to on, and that's how you get the blue dot. Also, let's see, if you go to cleanup, that's going to show you exactly how much gigabytes worth of footage that you have in Lumafusion. So right now, look at this, ridiculous, 27 gigs of footage that I've imported, which actually is not that bad, because this is the iPad that I don't even ever use. This is like something where if I'm uploading a video on my one iPad, I'll run to this iPad to do a thumbnail, and while that one's uploading, I use this to go into the YouTube Studio Creator to upload my thumbnail. And to me, I think that's easiest. I think it's the easiest thing in the world to do your thumbnail through YouTube Studio Creator. One time when Lumafusion had that hiccup, and it was like, wouldn't let you upload, and it was crazy. It was a mess. I had to try to do the thumbnail just directly on a Windows device, and it kept saying, oh, the image is too big, and it's make your image smaller. I'm like, how do I make this image smaller? It's a picture. I made it on, it's ridiculous. I don't know even how to do that. Like, there's things I don't know how to do. I have to find out how to do them, and sometimes I eventually do, sometimes I eventually don't. But anyway, I could never figure that out. So that's, even now to this day, I only do my thumbnails through YouTube Studio Creator because it's just so much easier. So let's see. I haven't used YouTube Creator yet for thumbnails. Oh, so interesting. Well, then how do you do your thumbnails? Because I think it's just easiest to do everything on one device. So if I'm editing on an iPad, it just makes sense for me to keep that workflow on one device. So as long as I can do everything on the iPad, I'm happy with that. The only thing that I really, that I do use my desktop sometimes for is to do the links. Like, I copy and paste all the links from my previous video, and I'll stick them on the new video. That's easy because that's with the mouse. It's just super easy. But the thumbnail and all of that business, I think it's really easy to just do it on YouTube Studio Creator. So in case you're not familiar with that, pardon me, I'm just going to take let's go back to the overhead camera. And this way I can take a sip of coffee too. Okay, so as I was saying, let's go back. So this is your project manager. Okay, that's everything that's going. You know what, guys? I've been noticing that there's just like a lot of hiccups with Lumafusion lately. Anyway, this is your project manager. So everything that's in your project manager is going to be in that project backups. So if you erase your project backups, you're erasing everything that's in your project manager. So please don't do that. Okay, I say, oh my God, I'm making them on a wing and a prayer. So all I do to make thumbnails, let me go back here. I'm sorry, I'm jumping all around. I know. I think I have one. No, you know what? Let me grab my other iPad. Hold on. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. It's freaking filthy. I apologize. See, this is YouTube Studio Creator, and I just uploaded that thumbnail. It's just an app, just like YouTube or any other app that you have. And if you have a YouTube channel, you just download that and just sign in. And then you go into there, and let me go to my videos here. So I can go into any one of my videos. We'll just go to the newest one, I guess. And if I wanted to input the thumbnail, you just hit the pencil, and then you just tap that again. And then let's say you have your picture, your thumbnail saved into your camera roll. You just hit change, and then you can pick whatever it is and hit I'm going to hit cancel now because I don't want to change anything. And then that saves that as a thumbnail. It's so easy. And how I do thumbnails in Lumafusion is I take a part of the video. I know a lot of people, let me switch back to this. Okay, I know a lot of people are hardcore when it comes to thumbnails. Like they do a special thing and they go through a lot of trouble making their thumbnails. I don't do any of that. I basically take a screen grab from the existing video of where I'm not looking stupid and I look semi-good. And I take a screenshot of that and then I just build the thumbnail around that, basically. Like I add my text and then I go down here and I just do snapshot and that saves that to my photo roll. And then I just use YouTube Studio Creator to upload that thumbnail. Anything else I can do from a desktop, but the thumbnail was always a pain point for me with the desktop because my Lumafusion is not attached to this desktop. So it would be another step trying to get that thumbnail over. But let me see if I'm missing too much. Multitasking here. Okay, did we get any questions? I use clips from the video. Yeah, me too. That's what I think. It's just the what metal pop filter or nylon pop filter. Should I put on a pop filter? Is that what you're saying? Okay, hold on a second. I'll put the volume way down. There we go. Is that okay? Should I put the volume up? Okay, let me look. I just want to make sure my audio is not clipping. Clipping. Audio. It's okay. Okay. The bee lady. Very true. It's just easier to do it with a snapshot. Now, I don't know if I should do that. Should I dump out Lumafusion from my old iPad and just like, oh, iPad? Is anybody interested in seeing that? Or do you guys just want to ask me questions? I don't even know how many people I have watching. I guess I'd have to minimize this a little. Anyway, the reason that I'm doing this live stream, I'm doing a live stream with my friend Gail, and it's going to be at her channel, and her channel is called Random Life Productions. It's going to be this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's a conversation with her. Well, it's her channel, so make sure you go to her channel. Make sure you subscribe to her channel and get the bell. This way you are notified whenever she's live about what it feels like to be an older YouTuber. So I think it's going to make for a very interesting conversation. And she has a very special guest star. I can't believe she landed this person. I was like, oh, Gail, you rule. That's awesome. I can't wait to talk to this person. So it should be very interesting because I don't know how many of you, I'm sure some of you, probably a lot of you, maybe all of you, are older people that watch my channel. And it's not the easiest thing to start a YouTube channel this late in the game. And when I say this late in the game, I'm talking about my life. If I had started a YouTube channel when I first thought about it, like I could have had a YouTube channel. I don't even want to tell you, like for a long, long time. But the thing is, I just didn't, really, I guess, have the nerve to do it. And then I just got to a point where I'm like, why aren't I doing it? If I can make a little money and have this hobby, like what, is there anything wrong with it? I don't think so. So I decided to just do it. And here we are. History was made. Okay, great. So if anybody else is interested in tuning into the Random Life Productions on Random Life Productions, it's going to be this Sunday at 8 p.m. And Gail is so funny. And we had done, well, she's British, so she's got like the British accent, which is, I love an accent. And we were doing a test run because I had previously done, oh, I have to tell you this story. It's a terrible story. You guys are going to feel so bad for me. This company reached out to me. And it was called Create IRL, so create in real life. And they're like, hey, we want to do an interview with you. And they've had like some major people on their channel, like some major interviews. And I was like, I should really do this. Like, this could be a really good opportunity for me to be on their channel. Like, they interviewed, I can't remember his name. this is terrible. But a couple big people. So big that I can't remember their name, but really there was a few really big YouTubers on there. I'm like, so I'm going to do it. So they had sent me a link and I had set everything up, all my camera. And I have to hit my camera every now and then because Canon cameras can't go over 25 minutes. But set everything up with OBS. My microphone was great. I had my lighting was amazing. And they sent me a link from, I think it was StreamYards. And I go into StreamYards. Now, I'd watched a tutorial on how to do this StreamYards. So I followed the tutorial, I did everything right. And when it came to picking out my camera, there should have been a drop-down menu there. There was no drop-down menu. It was only recognizing the camera that was in my laptop. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I have to get my other camera. I can't use the camera in my laptop. It looks like crap. Like, the light was it was awful, terrible. So I'm like running it around crazy because here we are like 5 minutes away from going live and I can't get the OBS camera to work. And I got to this one, I Googled it, of course, and they're like, oh, by the way, with StreamYards, if you have this one Acer laptop, it won't be recognized by StreamYards. Guess who has the one laptop in the whole wide world that won't work with StreamYards? Of course, me. So then I had to go on this interview talking about why people should listen to me. When it comes to lighting and knowing tech, I was like, oh my God, could this go any worse? Can it go any worse? No. Answer is no. So anyway, I said to Gail, listen, we've got to do a live stream because I'm not doing what happened there with those people. I got to make sure that, I want to look good. I want to look good on this live stream. So we got to make sure that whatever software you have is compatible with my cheesy little laptop here. She's like, okay. So she has Melon. So she sent me the link early and it was there. I got the drop down menu. Everything was working okay. But then something was wrong with my microphone. So I'm like trying to fix, the audio mixer. I was using one of the new microphones that Mayono had sent to me. It was like a test run. So I'm getting everything ready with the mixer. And I could hear Gail, but she couldn't hear me. She could see me, but she couldn't hear me. And I guess she didn't realize that I could hear her. So she'd look up. I could see her look up into the laptop, and she's watching me like run around trying to do. Oh, poor Tammy, poor Tammy. Like every 30 seconds, it was so funny. She's like, oh, poor Tammy, still can't get. Oh, poor Tammy. I love an accent, and just I love a British accent. Well, I love any accent, with the exception of the Jersey, New York accent, which is unfortunately the one I have. But I guess when you have an accent, you don't really realize you have one, right? Have we gotten any good questions yet? Please, Tammy. You know what? I can't stand it. Hold on. Please, Tammy, ASMR. Oh, okay. You want me to do ASMR? I think that's weird, right? Would that just be like whispering into the microphone? Is that ASMR? Perhaps you and Gail can do a test run before you go. Yes, we've done a test run before because I definitely didn't want to repeat that. So she has Melon, so that's going to be fine. We had invited another one of our friends, but she said she couldn't make it. Or it's still up in the air whether or not this friend is going to make it. And it's the Peppy Techie. Her name is Karen. And I've been on a couple live streams, and Karen always seems to bail. Like, Karen never shows up. I'm like, Karen, you gonna go to this live stream? Like, what are you doing? You coming? She's like, I don't know. That's a busy day. I can't make it. She got a lot of friends, like a big family friend circle. So she's always busy. She's a family lady. It doesn't sound good. This doesn't sound good. Is the audio okay? Oh, okay. Oh, Carla. Hi, Carla. Welcome. I'm just doing a little bit of a test run here just to make sure that I'm up and basically that I know how to use OBS, because I did do a live stream, but that was last year. And if you've only used OBS like 1 or 2 times, if you plan on going live, just get up there early enough. Make sure you remember how to do everything, because it's tricky. Just doing something once a year is not going to be enough. You have to do it several times before it's definitely ingrained into your mind and memory of how to do it. So that's why I decided to pop back on here, just to make sure that I'm doing everything right. And also, I went and invested a lot of money on the new overhead cam link. $25. That's right. That's right. So now they're super cheap. When I bought the Camlink 4K, that was about the going rate, like $125 to get your Camlink to do live streaming if you have a DSLR. Now they're super cheap. It's like $25. Amazing. Of course, if you have Canon camera, they also have the Canon software so that you could use your DSLR as a webcam. And I had bought all of this before they had done that, because they did that shortly after the pandemic happened, because there was such a demand for people to start live streaming, whether it's for work or just staying in touch with your friends and family. So Canon was nice enough to do that. This way, if you didn't have the money, because like I said, at the time, they were going for like $300, the cam links, which is outrageous. I understand, supply and demand. Okay, supply will dictate the price of something. And then there's just gouging. Good old-fashioned gouging, like what happened with the gas situation. Whenever anything happens with gas, people start to go crazy and the prices get all nuts. And by the way, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but I will. Don't put gas in plastic bags. Shouldn't have to say that, right? But it seems like there have been a lot of accidents with people trying to hoard gas and apparently ran out of cans, so they were trying to just put them in plastic bags and everything. Can't do that. I mean, my bags from Walmart can barely hold anything. Like, they're the flimsiest, cheapest bag, and some lady had them in her car and they blew up, of course. And they're not going to hold a pack of gum. They're not going to hold your gallon of gas. Welcome everybody, for those who are just popping in. So I am going to be doing a live stream on this coming Sunday, May 25th. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's with my friend Gail, and her channel is Random Life Productions. So if you want to check that out, please go and subscribe to Gail's channel at Random Life Productions and hit the bell to be notified, because this Sunday we're going live. There's going to be a few different people. Like I said, this is Gail's thing. I don't want to steal her thunder or her shine, but she managed to pull off a really great guest star. I'm super excited to talk to this person and basically virtually meet this person. It's going to be an honor, so I'm super excited about that. Hi Omar, how are you? I appreciate everyone for popping by. I really do. I appreciate it. So let's see. I see we have a couple questions, and I've not really been looking at the comments too much. So let me just do a little peek here. Oh, you have to use recycled bags in Delaware? See, not in New Jersey. They're still giving them. But I think my brother lives in Pennsylvania, and he said there's a store in there that they don't have bags. You have to basically, Aldi, I think it is. And he didn't know. He went in there and he was like, he left Aldi and he's like trying to carry all this stuff. Oh, pop filter. Okay. What kind of pop filter do I recommend? My best advice when it comes to a pop filter is you can try them. So buy it on Amazon, and if you feel like you don't like one, you can just return it. So there is like the clown nose, which is what I'm using right now, which maybe is not really the best looking pop filter. And then they have the traditional ones that are like the big black circle type of thing. And to me, I really think that the foam pop filters seem to work a lot better than the traditional windscreen, that big black circle. These maybe aren't as attractive, although to me the black circles aren't really that attractive either. And if you're working with a particular microphone like Blue, they do make their own pop filters that match their microphone. So it's real sleek looking. It's very streamlined. It matches the size of the microphone. This way, if you're a live streamer, your whole frame is not going to be taken up with that ginormous pop filter, but they're more expensive. I have a Blue microphone. I have the Blue Spark Blackout Edition, which I don't even use. It's in the closet somewhere. I don't even use it. It was like a $200 microphone that's just sitting there. And when I bought it, they sent me that ginormous, huge pop filter. And I was like, oh, I thought it came with the matching pop filter. They're like, nope, gotta buy that. That'll be another $50. I'm like, well, I'm not buying it. I'm not gonna spend another $50 on that. Like, I don't even know why I bought that microphone to start with. I only used it but a handful of times. The reason that I thought it was going to be really good, whenever I would buy anything for my YouTube studio, when I was first starting out my YouTube studio, I would watch a bunch of videos. And I watched a lot of videos from Podcastage, Bandrew, and one of the microphones that he raved about was the Blue Spark from Blue Microphone. And I'm like, geez, he really likes it. He says it sounds good. So I'm going to go ahead and get it, because if Bandrew gives it the thumbs up, that's all I need to hear, because I really trust him. He knows what he's doing. He's a professional. I really respect his opinion. So I bought the Blue Spark. And when I was looking at the website to see, okay, what's it going to be? I noticed that the Blue Spark, they had a black one. It was called the Blackout Edition. I was like, well, the other one was like, I think the body was like purple. No, it was orange. It was not attractive. It was not an attractive microphone. But the black one, that was hot looking. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the black one, because that's super sexy. I can rock with that. That'll look really cool in the studio once I build it. How awesome is that going to be? So I buy it, and, the next thing I know, like a couple of months down the line, Bandrew does another video, and it's called the Blue Spark Battle. And I guess it's not just the colors that are different. Something about that black spark is different about that other color. And the microphone I bought, he gave it a thumbs down. I'm like, no, don't tell me that. Like, what? You said to buy it. I didn't know it was different, basically. So that's why I bought that microphone that I don't use anymore, which was a mistake. This is why I'm always telling you guys, make sure you do all of your research on everything before you invest any money into your studio, because it's absolutely insane how much money I've spent on items that I've never even used, like a fortune. I would say maybe like $2,000 on stuff that I either just used once or just never used at all. I would think my biggest regret is a wide angle lens that I had purchased. Now it's a Sigma, and everybody raves about Sigma. You only hear great things about Sigma. And I was like, oh, I need a lens for vlogging. And you guys know how much I vlog, right? Never. Maybe a couple times if I'm reviewing like a vlogging microphone, but like I don't think anybody would watch my vlogs. Like, I don't even know how many people are watching me go live right now, but probably not that many. And so I bought this wide angle lens for my camera, and I bought it used, which thank goodness for that, because I spent significantly less on it, but it was still a $450 lens that I think I used it once, and that was it. And it wasn't that good of a lens. It was something that you can't even put ND filters on. It has like a weird bubble on it, and you cannot screw an ND filter. This is all before I even knew about ND filters. I'm telling you, I made some massive mistakes. That's why whenever I invest in anything now, whatever it is I'm buying, I make sure that I watch a ton of videos on it. I make sure I absolutely need it, because I don't need to be wasting any more money on gear, you guys. So let's do this. because I want to take a sip of water. That was tricky, huh? Didn't see that coming. So let's see if we have any questions before, because I think this was a success story for me. Okay, worked out well. Everything went well. The OBS worked out really well for me. The two cameras work. The overhead camera, both of them are working really good. So let's see. Oh, and by the way, I am using. Let's go back to OBS because I do want to show you. Let me go to the overhead camera again because I do want to show you that I'm using the Mionocaster, the one I just did the video on. I am rocking this for my live stream. And the reason that I'm using this and not my Behringer, my other audio mixer, is because I've used every single electric outlet at this point. I don't have a spare one, so my Behringer, I couldn't even plug it in. So it's really nice to have this. And plus you get all these things, these little extra things that you have in it. And, you know what? I packed it up and put the cue card away. So now I don't know what's in all these different sounds here. I know this one is the toilet flush. And that's the mute. And that toilet flush lasts like 17 seconds. So that's why I hit the mute button. So let's go back to my original cam link. So as I was saying, this one was a $125 cam link, and the above head camera was a $25 cam link. Not cam link, but it was one of those makeshift ones. But I don't think you can see a difference. Could you guys see a difference? Because, if you're just needing something cheap to go live, there's no reason why you can't get one of these affordable ones. I think it works just as well as the cam link from Elgato. Do I have any questions? An audio mixer. Wow, that's rock. B Lady, you'd be amazed at how simple the audio mixer is. The Mayono. All you do is plug your microphone into it and plug it into your computer. There is a driver, but that's only if you want to input your sound effects and everything. You don't have to have sound effects into this thing, but it does have 48 volts of phantom power, so you can use condenser microphones, which is very exciting. The initial one that I had reviewed, the Mionocaster Lite, didn't have the ability to take condenser microphones because it didn't have that 48 volts of phantom power. What's exciting about this, the Mionocaster, and I mentioned it in the video I just made, is that you can designate the 48 volts of phantom power to each individual microphone channel. I can't do that with my Behringer audio mixer. Once you hit 48 volts of phantom power, it's going to run the phantom power through every single channel. And I can put in here 4 XLR microphones and I think 4 additional microphones that are not XLR ports. But here's the thing. What if you're using a microphone that does not require 48 volts of phantom power, like even though I have a fed head into this, so I do need the 48 volts of phantom power. But if I was just running a dynamic microphone into the mixer, you don't need 48 volts of phantom power for that. If you have a ribbon microphone, you cannot use 48 volts of phantom power on a ribbon microphone because that will destroy the ribbon microphone because they're rather sensitive. I do want to review a ribbon microphone though, because those are just smooth and they just sound really warm and they have such a great sense of presence. Like a lot of orchestras have the ribbon microphones because it just, for the horns, it just does a really good job with capturing the essence of that. So I've always wanted to get a ribbon microphone just to hear the difference. But this is the thing. I'm waiting to see if somebody's going to send me one because it seems like every time I turn around now, someone's offering to send me some gear. Can we have a conversation about this now? And I'm going to be very honest. You guys, when I first started my YouTube channel and I had like 30 subscribers and I was going for all those months, I was like, one day people are going to send me stuff for free and it's going to be so exciting and awesome. I'm going to get stuff for free. People are going to send it to me. Wow. I can't wait for that day. And now that day has come. I'm not saying that I get incredibly expensive things sent to me. I don't. I get microphones and, some other things. Probably the most expensive thing that has been sent to me was, I think, a wireless microphone. Yeah, the Hollyland. I think it was like almost $300. And I wound up giving that away in one of my last giveaways. But it's very stressful because you feel like you owe that company something to really put forth a great video. So you make a great video on it, and it takes time. My goodness gracious. It takes a lot of time. The last few videos that I've edited, with the exception of the Mayonocaster one, because that was like a dual camera one, and I was so tired. I'd edited it already for several hours. I'm like, I'm done with this. I can't add any more titles or do any more jump cuts. I'm just going to send it off, and it is what it is. But the video before that, the one that I had done on the Godox wireless lavalier microphone system, that took me like 7 or 8 hours to edit. If you look at it, I think it's probably like 8 or 9 minutes long. It's not that long, but because I've learned so much about editing and I've designed all of these funky titles, I don't know, maybe it's because I expect better from myself at this point, but it's just so time consuming. It's almost not worth it. So let's say that wireless lavalier microphone system that Godox sent to me, to purchase that on Amazon is about $250 if you get the one that has 2 transmitters. I don't even know if they have it available with 1 transmitter, but let's say you get the one with 2 transmitters. Okay, that's $250. So I got the product in. I had to test it, which took a few hours because I had to read the manual. I had to do testing, a couple hours. Then I had to do the filming of the video. And, just because a video is only 8 minutes long doesn't mean I've recorded for only 8 minutes. I actually had a whole section that I'd previously recorded. I did a distance test. I did a one-wheel test. Like I had it, I was riding my one wheel and I had it on me. A lot of the stuff I film winds up hitting the editing floor. Like it just gets cut out because I want to keep them short. I want to keep my videos like 10 or 11 minutes at the most. Sometimes you just can't help it. You get carried away. There's stuff in there you have to put in there. It has to be longer, but trying to keep them just a little shorter. And it's very stressful. I put a lot of time into making those videos. And like I said, I only have a finite amount of time in my life. And if I'm doing all of this testing, then I'm doing all of this filming, and then I'm doing all of this editing, by the time I add it all up, I've probably invested like at least 15 hours of my time in that one Godox product. Okay, so now if you were to purchase that on Amazon, it's $250. So what does that mean my time is worth? Not that much, right? I mean, if you compare it to that, if it takes all that time to make it, I mean, what is that, like $8 an hour? Not even. And that's if, your time is worth it. Of course, I put the product links in there, and I do get a little bit of revenue from, if someone purchases off the link from my channel, that is a big, huge help. That does go to contribute to that. So I do get money from Amazon for that, but I don't. So when you first saw, let me tell you a story. So when I was initially doing the Amazon Associate program, I didn't know anything about it. I had just monetized my YouTube channel, and it wasn't about like the money thing for me. It was just, my nephew's like, you've really got to monetize your channel. Like, you have enough people, you've got to do it. You should just do it already. So I agreed. And then I went through all the steps about, doing the monetization on YouTube and getting an affiliate program with Amazon. So there I am. I'm signing up with the Amazon affiliate program. They scare you. They're like, listen, you have to make a certain amount of money to get a check sent to you. Okay? And if you don't make that much money on the check, we're going to review you and maybe you just kick you right out of the Amazon Associate Program. Like, that could be it. Then we'll put you on review and maybe you'll never get back in. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's terrifying. They're like, or you could just take a gift card. It's all safe there. And I was like, so they almost scare you into taking the gift card program, which is what I've done. I don't take cash from Amazon. I have a deal with them, which I think a lot of people do, where they give you Amazon gift cards instead of sending, because I'm scared. I didn't know how much I was going to get. I think it was a minimum of like, I think it was 10 or 50 bucks was the absolute minimum that you can get from people hitting your links. And I'm like, I don't have that many people. Like, I don't think I'm going to be making any more than like 20 bucks. I'm terrified. I don't want to be kicked off the program as soon as I've signed up for it. So I don't want to deal with this. I'm just going to go ahead and sign up and say it's okay to do the Amazon gift card. So I went with Amazon gift cards. And I was so excited. I couldn't wait to see like what my big booty was when it came to how much I got from Amazon. Of course, booty meaning treasure. And I think the first Amazon gift card that I'd received was 30 bucks. So it was enough. I would have gotten a paper check from them if I'd wanted, but I just stuck with the gift cards because I'm always shopping on Amazon. So it doesn't matter. They get my money anyway, basically. So we have Janiece, the singing nurse who sings beautiful songs, writes her own songs, and she does this very interesting animation in her videos. So, and Dawn, thank you so much for your service. I respect you for being a nurse. I know it's such a commitment and it takes a big heart to take care of people who are complete strangers and their life and care is in your hands. So I say thank you to you, Dawn. Thank you for your service. Okay, so awesome. Tim, so nice. You guys, everybody, please give a big round of applause to my moderator, Tim Windsor, who was just absolutely awesome. He did such a great job with moderating for me. And I was like, Tim, I'm so nervous. He's like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, Tammy. He's so nice. So, I just really wanted to do a little check to make sure that I remembered how to work OBS, to make sure I wouldn't look foolish next weekend from a big live stream on my friend's channel. And I was almost going to do the whole iPad thing where I did the transfer of information in case you're getting a new iPad. But you know what? I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm going to do another live stream where instead of, chatting to the camera, I'm just going to dive right in and show you guys how to change Lumafusion from iPad to iPad. Because as I'd mentioned before, maybe some of you have newly tuned in, just because you download Lumafusion, because, everyone's like, I want a new iPad. I'm getting that new iPad. Just because you download Lumafusion off the App Store onto your new iPad doesn't mean all your stuff's going to be there. Nothing is going to be there. You have got to start fresh. So if you've ever purchased anything from Rob HK Vlogs, I know a lot of people got his title pack. A lot of people got his LUTs and the whole package. I've purchased it too a while back. I did a review on it. You have to make sure you save all that stuff from your existing iPad, put it onto your cloud, and then when you go into your new iPad and go into Lumafusion, you could just retrieve all of that stuff from your files. So I'll do a video on that tomorrow. And the reason I don't want to do it now is because I'm already so deep. I can't just label this, transferring files. I'm already the conversation. I don't even know how long. How long has this been going on, Tim? I'm not at what time is it? Oh, wait. Here, I have an iPad. I think I started at like 10-ish, right? So it's 10:49. Okay, so it's about 50 minutes. I can't start doing the tutorial now. People will wait 50 minutes. They'll be very upset. So I think tomorrow I'll do that as a separate live stream, and I'll just go ahead and dive right into it. But before I go, I just want to say got a haircut. Okay, it's the first professional haircut that I've gotten since the pandemic, So I've been like myself, just trimming it here and there, going into the bathroom, taking a little off the bangs, doing a little bit of this little clip, just try. Well, when you cut your own hair for a year, it starts to lose shape. You start, you try to follow that initial shape that beautician had, but then, you get carried away sometimes, and I lost the camera. Gets messed up. So my beautician, she's like, didn't humiliate me, but she's like making fun of me. She's like picking up my hair, and she's and then she gets to my bangs, and she's like, what should I do with this? You're the professional. You'll figure it out. Okay? So that's what you need to say to your beautician after you've been cutting your own hair for a year, and you go and you sit in their chair and they make fun of you because you don't know what you're doing. What do you want me to do with this? What am I going to do with it? You're the professional. You figure it out. That's what I said to her. But she's my friend, so she knows I was joking. She started laughing. But I would like to thank everyone. And seriously, I would like to thank Tim. Tim, thank you so very much. You're always so nice. You guys, Tim texts me every now and then just to check up on me. How awesome is that? That's a friend. So I say thanks to Tim very much for being the moderator. And so I am going to end the live stream. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. So if you're interested in learning how to transfer your files from an existing device to get onto your new iPad, join that live stream tomorrow. Oh, and before I go, so listen, you guys know Bad Karma 714. He's a friend of mine. And that guy has more luck than anyone I know in my life. He could my mother used to have a saying, that guy could stick his hand into a barrel of SHI and come out with a horseshoe, because that guy has got luck like you wouldn't believe. The reason that I know him is he had won one of my giveaways. He wins every single giveaway that he enters. He just won the Henny the Business giveaway. He won the Lumafusion pack. He got a brand new iPad, a magic keyboard, a subscription of Lumafusion, and a subscription for Storyblocks for a year. I'm like, Anthony, you win everything. Like, that guy, he needs to start his own well, he's got his own channel, but I mean, he needs to start showing his giveaway winnings, because it's probably a mountain of stuff. So thank you very much for tuning in. I understand your time is your own, and you take time out of your day to swing over to my channel to watch me. I really, really appreciate it. It doesn't escape me that I'm lucky. I'm lucky to be almost 50 years old and have over 13,000 subscribers. That really means a lot to me, because when I started, I didn't think I was going to have anybody. I really felt like I didn't tell anybody that I had a YouTube channel in my family or anything, because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to be a failure in front of everybody. So I kept it a secret, basically. But let me just read a few comments here. So, Transplant Helper, I'm late. Thank you for all you do. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all that you guys do, because without you, I wouldn't have a channel. I mean, I probably still have a channel, even if there was just like 5 people out there watching me. And funny story is, Tim has been there. I think Tim was like one of my early subscribers, like 30 something maybe. I think he joined on, and he's been here ever since, supporting the channel, always watching and commenting. And so I really appreciate you guys. But what time tomorrow? Okay, so I don't know. I should solidify a time, right? Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow my dad's going in for testing. Please, everyone, my dad's name is Ted, and we need to pray for him, if you don't mind, because he's going in for some testing tomorrow for leukemia. So I'm freaking out. So if you wouldn't mind praying for my dad, his name is Ted, that he's going to be okay, that it's nothing, that it's just nothing. Please, God, please. So that's tomorrow. So now I don't drink, but I'm going to come here 7. How about 7 Eastern? Is 7 Eastern Standard Time okay? Like I said, I don't drink, but I might have a glass of wine tomorrow if the news is not good. But I'm going to have to stay busy because that's how I process things. I'm one of those people who can't sit still. My mom always used to say that, Tammy, sit down. My gosh, sit down. What are you doing? You're running around like crazy. But that's me. I'm a Jersey girl. And whenever I'd go to my mom and dad's house, I didn't sit down. I used to run around and clean and do everything and this and that and take care of everything while I was there. And I never sat down. I should have sat down more with my mom. Thank you very much for everyone saying prayers for my dad. I really appreciate that. And so tomorrow, 7 o'clock, I'm going to try to make it 7. Like I said, I hope I'm not, going to be tipping the bottle because that's not a good thing, but I'm going to stay busy and hopefully it'll be okay. But if I do come on and I'm extra cheery and tipsy, you know why. I've hit the bottle to celebrate because I don't know. Who knows? Okay. But I thank you so much for popping into my channel. I will see you tomorrow. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night. Take care. And thanks again to Tim. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to hit the end stream now.